and welcome back to Tween Tuesday. I'm Miss Cindy from the South Brunswick Public Library, and this week's craft is going to be an origami craft. Now I know the last origami craft was a total fail, but I promise this one won't be. And if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that I have less of a green thumb. Maybe I wouldn't call it a black thumb, but like brown or gray at best. So I really like to make flowers and plant life decorations just out of things that can't die as easily as plants can. So in the past I've made like pom-pom cactuses and succulents made out of rocks, things like that. So this week's origami craft is all about taking, humble, simple paper, like all origami is, and turning it into something beautiful. We're going to be making an origami lotus flower. It's not that hard. It's a few steps, but once you get the hang of it, you'll totally get it. So let's go. Okay, we're going to get started on our origami lotus flower. The things that you're going to need are 2 different colors of paper. You could technically do it with 1, but that's not going to look nearly as nice. Some scissors and a rubber band. So let me get this out of the way. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is you need to take your paper and cut it into pieces that are 13.5 centimeters long by 7.5 centimeters long. Most rulers will have centimeter measures on the bottom of it, so it'll have inches on the top and centimeters on the bottom. And that's just what I used. I just cut one, and then I used that to draw a square and just cut the rest. So you're going to need, as I said, 2 colors. One is, I'm using green for the leaves. So for that, you're going to need 4 pieces of the cutout paper. And for the petals, you are going to need 8 pieces of the cutout paper, which means altogether you're going to need 12. 4 of one color and 8 of another. As I said, you're also going to need a rubber band, but that comes later. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And the scissors were just to cut this, but I already did this step, so you don't need to see it. Okay. First thing we're going to do is fold our leaves. Now, they are both folded sort of the same at the beginning, both the leaves and the petals, but there is a bit of a change about halfway through. So I'm going to show you how to do both ways. All right, first thing you're going to do is take your paper, lay it down, and fold it in half long ways. So you should have 2 long pieces of paper. Well, 1 folded long piece of paper into 2 halves. And if you've seen me do other origami videos before, you've seen that I like to make sure to really push down on my folds. I just think it comes out a lot nicer. Okay, once you've got this, you're going to fold all the corners to that middle center line that you just made. So fold 1 corner down. And I want to make sure to get it even. Origami, as you guys know, is not like the thing that I'm the best at, but I enjoy doing it because I think it is really relaxing. Okay, that's 1 corner. That's 2. Come on, there you go. Now the other side. Right to the middle. And right to the middle. Okay, so once you've got that done, you're going to turn it back sideways, and you're going to take the top and bottom edges and fold them again towards the center line. So, center line is here. Flip it. And center line is here. And your paper should look like this with the flaps. And now you just fold it in half. All right, there you have your leaf. So now we're going to do this for the other 3. I'm not going to do all 4 of them because that would just, take a while. But I'm going to do another one, and I'm going to show you how to do it one more time. So again, fold the paper in half. And again, take both the corners towards the center. You can do it one at a time, you can do it two at a time. It's all up to you. Okay, now that they're all in, the bottom half goes up to the center. And same thing with the other side, up to the center. And then the whole thing just gets folded together. You can do this, you know, push it down once again if you'd like, just for the crisp lines. All right, so now we're gonna do these to all the rest of our pieces. All right, all 4 of these are done. So now I'm going to show you how to fold the petals. Again, you're going to have 8 of these and 4 of these. So let me show you. It starts off the exact same as the petals. It just kind of changes in one small way in the middle. So again, these get folded in half. And they get their corners folded in on both sides. Okay, just gonna go ahead and make sure all the folds are good. All right. Once again, up to the center line. And again, to the center line. Now, this is where the change happens. Before, with the petals, we had them and they got folded this way, right? Oh, let me get this so you can see. They're the same. Okay. With these, instead of folding them in like this, you're going to fold them out. So that you can see the folds. So now the inside of this one looks very smooth and the outside has a bunch of, like, you know, folds and creases and stuff. Whereas for this one, the outside looks very smooth and the inside has all the creases. So again, we're gonna walk you through this. Fold in half. Going to do it both ways so it's nice and deep. Okay, corners in, and then the edges go in as well. In 1, in 2, and again, now from here, you fold it out. So it looks like this. Okay, we're gonna do this again for the rest of these. I'm just gonna show you once more how it goes. And I'm going to move a little bit faster. So, in half. Corners in. Edges in. And fold out. All right, I'm going to do the rest of these and I'll see you back here in a second. Okay, so now that they're all done, they're all going to get grouped. So you're going to get, let me move these out of the way so you don't get confused. You're going to take 2 of the petals to 1 of the leaves, and you're going to orient them the same way, which means that they're all going to look a little bit like Yoda ears, where you want the ears pointing up. Now the green one is going to go inside the blue one, and then the blue one is going to go inside the other blue one, but you're going to make sure that the petal out here is on top of the other one. So I know that sounds confusing, so I'm going to show you again. The green goes in here all the way, and then you see these little flaps? Just this center part is going to go here, and the flaps are going to stay on the outside. So it should look like this. Green, flap, flap. Let me put this here. I'm going to show you again. Ears pointing out. This goes in fully. And you can even open these little flaps here just to make it easier on yourself. And this one goes on top. Okay, again, let's hope this doesn't fall down. Okay, ears up like Yoda. This goes in. I'm going to put the flaps down so you can see better. And this goes on top. And then these ears over there. And the last one, you're going to have 4 altogether. The green one is going to go into the blue one. The petals are going to stay open on here, and this one's going to go right on top. Okay, now you have all 4 of them together. Now we're going to actually put them together. You're going to take your rubber band and make sure that they're all facing the same direction. There we go. Should look like this all together. And you're going to rubber band the center. Okay. Now you're going to take your bundle and you're going to separate out the pieces. So just to give it more of a star shape. I like to start on the outside. That makes it a little easier for me. So that's 1. And then these 2 also get separated out. Basically, you just kind of fold them in the opposite direction. Before they were this way, and now they're this way. They were vertical before, and now it's horizontal. And you want to spread them out. So it should already look more flower-like. And you'll see you have 4 on top and 4 on the bottom. Okay, so now that it looks like this, you want to make sure to either flip it or not necessarily. Basically what you want is for your leaves, in my case the green ones, to be on the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to take the top blue layer and it's going to get kind of straightened. And folded upward. And you're going to do that most of the way up. Just so it's up, it already looks like a little bit of a petal. I'm going to go to the other side and do that again. It doesn't really matter where you go. You can do the other side. You can do the one next to it, whichever you want. So again, just the top layer, not both layers at once. All right, let's, again, the blue layer, just the top one. Again, you can see the green, the blue, and then the other blue. So turn it, see if you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. I'm not unfolding it. It is staying folded. You're just kind of flipping it. You just kind of have to jam your finger in there and mold it a little bit so it goes upward. This part's a little more awkward if you're used to doing origami with like a lot of like clean lines and folding and stuff like that, but we're creating something meant to look like something natural, and things that are natural are not always clean and perfect lines. I'm missing. Aha. You want to make sure that you have 8. You started with 8, so you want to make sure you keep going with 8. And sometimes it helps a little bit if you just kind of push the other ones out of the way a little bit. That's fine too. You'll have to push them back together, is all. But if it makes it easier for you to like find and fold, that's fine. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, this is my last one for this layer. Again, I'm gonna push the other ones kind of away. And I just kind of jam my finger in here. I guess jam's not the right word, but it's a little bit close to what I'm doing. You use your finger to kind of push it in so that the fold, instead of being out here, comes up here. Okay, so now I have all my 8 petals. Now you can do some adjusting. So I also like to kind of smush it together up here, you know, kind of in a circle. Bring the leaves, all, not the leaves, the petals, Cindy, the petals. Bring the petals all in. All right, you got your first layer. Oh wait, this layer got unbent here and I don't love that. There we go. All right, now you have your first layer going. For the second layer, we're going to do the basic same thing. Let me just adjust this petal. We're going to do the same thing, but with the outer petals, aka the rest of this blue that's left over. So let's start. Anyone is fine, doesn't matter which. So from here, you can do whatever you want to kind of zhuzh up the petals. So, you know, it's up to you if you want them to be a little more kind of together, in which case, you know, you just kind of squish them together a little bit, separate them out, you know, make some adjustments as to what you want where. You'll be able to see the rubber band in it, but not much. If you decided that you wanted it to look a little cuter, you could always wrap it with a rubber band and then wrap the rubber band with like a pipe cleaner of a different color or a ribbon or something, so that this could be just whatever color you want. Or use a colored rubber band. Okay. There we go. I think this looks pretty good. I like this kind of one big one I have going here. Okay, now the leaves. You're going to do the exact same thing with them as you did with the petals. But there you have it. An origami lotus. That to me also looks a little bit like an artichoke, which is cool. But it was just, as all origami is, just paper, time, and some patience. Okay, so that is it for me on this Tween Tuesday, but I will see you guys next time. Bye!